2,000 acres of gardens, plants, and trees. More than 15,000 plants, but who's counting? We're talking about paths, tunnels, even an observation tower. Check it out, it's Dawes Arboretum. It's a one-tank trip.
Throughout the Arboretum, it's a diverse collection of trees, so you won't go into one area and see the same species replicated in orchard style. We plant these trees in areas where we feel they'll grow best.
Beeman and Bertie Dawes love trees so much that they decided to build an arboretum. Planting started back in 1924 with a small farm they purchased just outside of Columbus, and in fact, their original home is still on the property, complete with the furnishings.
And you can imagine when the Beeman and Bertie Dawes came to this farmland, it was about 200 acres, just less than 200 acres, and they had agriculture operations here, did maple syruping, had an orchard and so forth, and collected trees. And since 1929, the Arboretum has grown to nearly 2,000 acres.
As you drive through the Arboretum, there are themed gardens, and one of the more popular is the Japanese garden. It's really beautiful.
Most people will make it a point to stop by this garden. And again, it's off the auto tour, which is about 4.5 miles long as you drive through the Arboretum. So most people will stop here, take the loop trail around the pond, see the resting place, the stepping stones across the water, and the arched bridges.
The Dawes Arboretum has thousands of trees, but there's so much more. I mean, there are beautiful plants throughout the property, and unbelievably, each is numbered as well as monitored for its health.
We have 5,000 different varieties of plants. Those are woody plants. We don't necessarily track the perennials that we have in our garden areas. We have 5,000 varieties. We have about 17,000 of these plants are in our record system.
One area I found unique was something called the stumpery garden.
It makes use of tree stumps, and this is an old English landscape tradition where as they cleared agriculture fields, they would move the stumps to the sides, the wood edges, and as they laid there, the soil that was still contained on the roots would sprout some of the woodland plants.
As you continue through the Arboretum, there's an observation tower which reveals something really amazing that you can only see from up high.
Behind me, you'll see 2,040 feet of what looks like random shrubs, but it's not. It spells out Dawes Arboretum. It's the shrub arborvitae. And sometimes with all the science, conservation, and research that we do, some arboreta have something for fun. And this is 2,040 feet of a hedge lettering that spells out Dawes Arboretum.
And the best part is, of course, it's just a one-tank trip. David Moss, Fox 8 News.